President Xi Jinping is meeting with his Russian counterpart, President Vladimir Putin, today.
The Chinese leader's trip to Moscow is the first since Russia invaded Ukraine back in February of 2022. And Xi arrived in Moscow earlier today, one day after Putin visited parts of occupied Ukraine. That was a first for him. And it also comes after the International Criminal Court, the ICC, issued an arrest warrant for Putin on war crimes charges.
Joining us now is Nina Khrushcheva. She is a professor of international affairs for the New School. She's also the granddaughter of the former leader of the Soviet Union, Nikita Khrushchev. Nina, thank you so much for joining us. I just want to start with just the symbolism of this meeting. What message does this send to the world?
Well, a lot of messages. This is, of course, Xi's also first meeting since he got his third term. And in fact, in that speech, this is a picture that just ran around the world where they're sitting, talking to each other. And Xi said that this is my first meeting. That's how I value this relationship. This is also for, as Tony just mentioned, the International Criminal Court decision. So Xi is sending a message that doesn't apply to him. They both, two countries do not recognize the court in The Hague, and they really do not care. So for them, this is basically how they are going to talk about the new world order.
So, Professor, politics, even politics in Russia, is an art of public storytelling. And so you have Putin just yesterday going to Mariupol, walking around as though Russia owns the place, when, of course, it's being occupied by Russian soldiers who fought and killed to take it over. And that's one day before this meeting with Xi. Are these related events? And if so, what impact could one have on the other?
Well, I'm not sure that they're related, but of course they can be looked at as related because, of course, on the 18th, so yesterday was 19th, the 18th was the anniversary of the Crimea annexation in 2014, which is a big deal. And there was a kind of rumors that Putin is not going to celebrate it in Moscow because the war is still ongoing. Well, he did better. He actually went to Crimea, and they've been showing it around. They've been a lot of sort of public visuals of that meeting and how symbolic and patriotic and whatnot. And there was even a car going in there with a inflated bomb or something, which is called On Washington. So basically, there's a lot of